Okay, let me grab a piece of paper. All right, y'all. Give me a second because I got to write out a petition real quick. And I got an announcement to make. Damn. Whoa, this little blacklisting thing has really done a number on my channel. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta light up this work I gotta do. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and share this too. How y'all doing? So I've got a public service announcement to make, and I've got to go because I've got readings to finish recording. I'm going to get the August readings up today as well. So I am very, very busy. So make sure that you guys go and check out my videos, because for some reason YouTube just I swear to you, and I think it has a lot to do with algorithm and trolls, and so bear with me for one moment. What was I getting ready to do? Oh yeah, let me share this with a post. In the heck? You know what? This is so weird. This is so weird because usually it has, hold on, let me just go to my channel. Usually it has like a little thing there. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta light up this petition and then we gotta talk because definitely need to get some things straight and out in the open today, because there are people that are trying to just literally, you know, I think that this person, Lamar Wills, is lonely in his life. He's very lonely, very, very lonely, because he's trying to tell the world, basically YouTube, that I want him. Now, you got to think, I asked him to stop stalking me close to 3 to 4 years ago. And for some reason, it's almost like he's trying to pass a curse to me or something, because, you know, a person that just tries to force themselves, even though they know that you don't want them, because trust me, he knows I don't want them. So I want everybody to know that. Okay. But Lamar evidently recorded to me, it sounded like a candid conversation. It's the way that I normally talk. And then also, you know, maybe I was a little flirtatious. But again, this was in 2017, and he's over there trying to make it seem like it was recent. So Lamar, I'm going to tell you something. You don't know who's watching this. My man could be watching. You don't know who I'm with. You don't even care. You're just searching for validation any way that you can. You want to feel wanted and accepted, and you're trying to use me to do that. But I don't want or accept you. In fact, I think when I had, because first of all, you recorded my conversation with you without my permission. So I wouldn't even bother to try to pursue any legal action with you about that, to be honest with you, because you're literally a nobody trying to be somebody. I don't know why it's so important for you to do that, but again, me and this guy have never met. We never will meet. In fact, I think with that conversation actually happened before I got to know him, before I got to see how crazy and psychotic he was. And then I was listening to his shows and I realized that he wasn't very smart, you know, and, you know, those were things that, and then also he's in a destitute position in life, and, you know, and it's been years since we've all been on YouTube, and this guy still has less than what he started with. He has actually less than what he started with. And I think that this conversation that he recorded without my permission was supposed to bring him that, but it's not, because I'm an evil witch and I'm going to make sure everything backfires. sad part about it is that you are so thirsty for validation that years ago you called me and recorded the conversation. Weren't you shaming other people for doing that? I mean, what exactly was your point? Because I already know that you think that me and Mike are back together. But I think that that's what this is about. I think that this is about you trying to create friction because you believe that me and Mike are back together. Well, I won't even answer that. I'm not even going to deny it because it's none of your business, is the reason why I'm not. Okay? So let's just put it like that when it comes to that. But I think that that's really, really why you're doing that. And you're a little too confident, just because you felt like I did an inaccurate reading. You can tell that you're very excited about, trying to, honey, that doesn't discredit me, hon. I think you're ridiculous, dude. I really do. I really do. And I think you're jealous. I think that you're sitting over there twiddling your thumbs. You're bored with your life. Your life absolutely does suck. It does. It sucks. Okay. Whatever, thumbs down. Here's the thing. I think what this is really about is his competition with Mike. And for you to go on there and try to make it seem like I want you is really ridiculous because I hooked up with Mike in 2019. So he shows a conversation. He's playing recorded conversations from before I hooked up with Mike, trying to attempt to embarrass Mike in some kind of way because he feels embarrassed because, he slept with somebody that everybody else slept with. Everybody else has slept with her. Here's the whole point. We never met. We never will meet. And me and Mike actually met up, and I believe that you are jealous of that. I believe the reason why you're jealous is because you didn't get what Mike got. You didn't. You got something totally different, but that's because that's what you strive for. And I don't know why you keep trying to make me look like I'm a whore when I haven't slept with you. Why are you always trying to prove things based upon what somebody said publicly or on YouTube or what somebody said during a beef? And back then, I'm pretty sure that I was being stalked pretty bad by then. I think that I was in the 3rd year of being gang stalked by you. Now, at the time, me and Mike was beefing really bad. And Mike has a really, really strong emotional type of thing with me. Like, Mike upsets me. And I think that I was talking to you because I probably needed somebody to talk to. And just to think that you are that repugnant to record a conversation. See, this is the reason why I'm glad I'm a witch, because I just reverse all that stuff. You're not going to get anywhere with any of that. First of all, being that you don't have an actual woman to validate you, you're trying to just pull somebody up. You're going to realize this when you're in your grave and you've never met me. Okay? Because I don't want you. This is this is a real talk. Okay? And I don't know what, literally, somebody had been telling me that you had been trying to say that for like the past month or so, but that's not proof that I want you, hon. That's not proof. And it's not. And again, that was definitely when I was being gullible because, I'm a trusting person because I'm trustworthy. And I wasn't expecting for you to record that conversation. I did nothing wrong in that conversation. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you sound ridiculous. I think that I think that what you want, what you don't want to admit to, which is why you keep bringing up my spiritual business, is because your career is over. You keep saying, oh, we're gonna mess up your business because you gave an inaccurate reading. Well, there's a lot of people that come and look at the general readings and they're not going to be accurate for them. Okay. And, but I think that in reality, because even if I wasn't that accurate of a reader, LA, I'm still very good at doing spell work because see, I produced a house. I produced the money for a house. So that's mainly what my business is set up and surrounded by is the spell work that I offer to people. Okay. Okay. Now, I think that intuitively that what you have been doing is over. I think that you are not as relevant as you think to the correct people. Because now you're trying to do the same thing that Cat Smith did, which was prove that you've talked to me. Like, I'm not even flattered because you're cursed. And I put it on my honey. I already got you on my burner. It don't take me that long. What I do take seriously is the fact that you're trying to mark me, because it's almost like, hey, y'all, I'm gonna prove that she wants me. And it's like when a person gets to know who you really are and the way that you are, they tend to, go over the mic and say, oh my God, this person is absolutely absurd. You're just an absurd individual. And no, I am not attracted to that. And so you can go over there and lie all you want. But in reality, you are making yourself look dumb because everybody knows that I don't want you. Everybody knows. This is not a secret. It's not like you're revealing something or you're dropping some kind of bomb. This is stuff that people know. Because if I wanted you, don't you think that I would have paid for a bus ticket or something for you to come down to see me? Don't you think that I would have traveled to you? Don't you think that I would be calling you? Don't you think that you would have phone records proving that I called you? You probably don't even have proof that I called you that day. It was probably you calling me. So in my opinion, I think that this is serious because I think that you need to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And it has nothing to do with me or my career or what I'm doing. So I don't know why you're over there doing it. I think I have some sort of idea, but when you look back through history, okay, when you look back through history, all of this stuff that you've done has went on deaf ears because here we are 5 years later and you still haven't went anywhere in life. Hey, Princess Cass, I went somewhere in life, Lamar. You are stuck where you're at. And even if you were not stuck, I met Mike Mills last year. That's when me and Mike hooked up was last year. Because me and Mike hooked up, there can be nothing ever between us. I would never disrespect Mike that way, and I would hope that he wouldn't disrespect me. Doesn't matter if we're back together. Doesn't matter what you think. I'm not going to buck dance for anybody. So I don't buck dance for nobody. And I think that you are desperate. I mean, you are absolutely desperate for something. And I can tell you that that's not going to get you anywhere either. And you are exploiting my voice. You're exploiting me because you're trying to get paid. You want people to think that you're valuable. You know what? Don't send him one dime of a donation until he turns on his camera and shows his carpet. If he can prove that he has clean carpet, then he's deserving of a donation or some attention or validation. Until then, nobody is going to do that. See, you would have needed to have stuck with somebody that you've been with for years. There's no new person that's going to actually come into your life, not somebody like me. You can never be with somebody like me, ever. I mean, look at the things that you did. You recorded a conversation so that you could play it on YouTube for validation. And the even better question of what people need to ask of you is, LA, Jamila was not talking to Mike back then. In fact, me and Mike were enemies. I'm keeping it real with you. It shocked me. I believe that it was a divine connection that brought us together. Because, when and it was just a normal conversation, and you're uploading it. So evidently you didn't get much clout from saying that you met Kat and Tiffany, and now you're switching it over to this very old conversation, and it probably was derived on Mike and the things that he was doing, which I forgive him for. I forgive Mike for anything that he's done. And evidently that's not something that you know about. Evidently you were just hopeless. I don't have to be in a negative place with Mike. And if I were in a negative place with Mike, it wouldn't be a big deal to me. Me and Mike had fought throughout the years for years, okay? I didn't hook up with Mike until 2019. When I hooked up with Mike in 2019, that is when you should have been man enough to stop pursuing me. Instead of you going out and buying yourself a decent outfit and maybe getting yourself a decent haircut and, going out to meet somebody, instead you decide, because you're lazy, you could possibly meet somebody if you wasn't all lazy on the computer all the time. You got to get out. You got to get out of the house. You got to, and the same thing that happened with me and Mike is not going to happen necessarily for everybody. Okay, honestly, it's not. Instead of you getting yourself together and going out and meeting somebody, you sat online and made videos about me and Mike every single day. And see, Mike knows that I loved him last year, and he knows that I still love him. So Mike is very confident in how I feel about him. Okay, he is. He's very confident in that. He's, you are not the person. I don't think that it would be any person that would have to make him feel that way, because it's just no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? And you followed us, chased us, stalked us. You even got Clifton to show up at his house because you were so butthurt because I want Mike and not you. And that is the reality of it, LA. People don't necessarily know how to expect how they would feel. But, you were literally doing all of that during a time where, literally it was a time where me and Mike was getting to know each other, and also trying to, work out our problems or issues or whatever, the hatred or whatever that was between us. And then you had you that was literally stalking us for the whole 2019, right? And then when you realize that you are irrelevant to the situation and that you have no control over anybody, okay, then you decide, I've got to do something really quick. I'm going to have Tiffany and Kat come over or something. And then it just went downhill from there, because you're trying to gain clout off of somebody else's energy. Playing that video of me doesn't change what happened between me and Mike. You think that you can change it? You can't. It's too late. It already happened. You can't undo it. And why would you still be pursuing me in this way when you know that I've been with him? You would think that you would go the opposite direction, because that's exactly what I want you to do. And no, I did not link up with Mike to make anybody jealous. Ever. I don't do that. I don't play around with myself like that. I take those things very seriously. And I felt like it was a situation where I had to see what was going on with Mike. And then when Even though I didn't like the way he treated me publicly, which I was kind of upset today because, but we're broke up, but I'm not in a negative place with that. It seemed, what the heck? Hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, so I gotta go. That's my limit. I don't have to keep saying it over and over again. When it's the truth, you don't have to keep repeating it. So if y'all want to go over there and listen to that, the reality of it is that I spoke to this dude, had one conversation. From that one conversation, this dude has been obsessed with me for years. And evidently he must have felt some type of way. Well, I didn't owe you anything based upon that conversation. And if I flirted with you, I want to publicly apologize to Mike. That was before I ever met him. So he's doing this to try to give Mike an L because he actually doesn't really have a relationship with this Tiffany chick. He doesn't. So it's all a farce. Lamar is a stalker. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all who he is, because I actually did a video about him a couple of days and said the same thing to him. And you know what? He got butthurt. He got butthurt and decided to do that. But that doesn't mean that I want you. That doesn't mean that I even wanted you back then. Just because somebody talks to you on the phone doesn't mean that they want you. I mean, my God, are you really that thirsty? Here he is right here. And I'm not physically attracted to him either. I'm honestly not. This is what he looks like. This guy right here has been stalking me for 3 years straight. Now listening to the conversation, I could see why you may have been interested in me then, but for you to still be thirsting after me now, to the point where, I mean, explain to me, what does playing an old videotape of me, what does it have to do with you and oh girl? And what does it have to do with what's going on now? And to be honest with you, I know for a fact that me and you have not had that many conversations. I am willing to go back, because I still have access to my old account. I am willing to go back to my phone records to prove that me and you have only talked a few times. I may have said some things because I felt like I was angry at Mike back then. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the reason why you even got that conversation out of me. And what's so sad is that you knew exactly what I was dealing with, with Mike and Kat and all of that stuff. And you would actually go that far. And then you would actually think that that would change what has happened, that would change how anybody feels about anything. It doesn't change anything. Okay, just because somebody flirts with you on the phone or says something to you, I might have been teasing you. I have been known to be a tease. Okay, and I've been known to flirt, but I'm not actually going to sleep with you. And again, like I said, I think that back then I was just kind of, needing somebody to talk to, because, like I said, everybody that I knew turned against me. So, you're, what are you, dry begging? Like, guys, what the hell? And here's the thing. A man like you is not fit for a woman like me, because at the same time you're over there showing your thirst, you're trying to discredit my business. But see, I know your type. You don't like successful women. You would prefer a woman that's out there selling her body. So you'll never put me in a position where I have to sell my body, Lamar, ever. Ever, honey. My shit is tight. And you need to really calm down, because you don't know what people got over here. You don't know what people have. All you know is what you have, and evidently it's not much, but you know that there is power within my voice. You know that there is power within my name, and you're chasing it. And it's not for you. Obviously, if I wanted you, I would have hooked up with you a long time ago. If I actually wanted you, you would have phone conversations with me saying, "Oh my God, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to see you. You know, when you coming down here." You don't have that. You don't have any of that. You have a general conversation. And I think you may have spliced some shit, because I am totally and absolutely turned off by everything about you in every way. You know what? I wonder if you will take this hint. I wonder if you would take this hint, and if this right here would make it clear for you, so that you can understand that a heart emoji, somebody sending you a text message, somebody talking to you on the phone because they're going through something, and maybe they're looking to you for support at that time, doesn't mean that they're actually going to lay down and open up their legs to you. And you keep comparing yourself to other people, and you keep comparing yourself to Mike, but there is no comparison. You and Mike are not in the same league at all. And I think that you know that. And I wouldn't want to be with somebody like you. I think that even if Mike made a mistake and said something that he shouldn't have said, but actually didn't do it, but just said it, because Mike is not a violent person at all. But I think that even if he did that, I would still choose him over you. And that's the end of it. Okay, so I'll see y'all later. Black sector, y'all believe what y'all want to believe. I release you. I release all of your demons. I've got working on you, because you're trying to you reaching at this point now, and I think that you're desperate right now. It's you probably looking for some money, but see, maybe perhaps you should get a tangible business like mine, and instead of making other people your business, you don't have the right to do that. You don't. You need to have a business that is actually going to sustain your lifestyle, instead of getting desperate at the last minute. And maybe you're getting ready to get thrown out of that hotel room. I don't know what the deal is, but whatever your issue is, it's not my issue. And that's the end of it. All right. I will see y'all later. Love and light. And I'm sorry that I had to say all this on this channel, for real, because this channel is not for that. Listen, comment thumbs down all you want, Black sector. It's the truth. I don't want LA at all. So if you want to believe that because you feel like you're giving Mike a L, Mike knows. Mike knows how I felt about him last year, and he knows how I feel about him this year. Get over it. It's not your call. Let it go. Okay. I'll see y'all later. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you for coming, Princess Cash. Y'all hit the thumbs up so that this video can get some exposure, so that people know. Because I think that he's really just trying to, like, literally, you're just gonna grab somebody and say, "Hey, I'm with this person," and it's like, you don't know who I'm with, you don't know what I'm doing in life. You're just, it's just, the thirst is real. Bye, Otter League. I'll see y'all later. Bye. I drink the